Hello to our thriving community of business owners. I'm Brenna, and this is HR with Brenna, a video series to help business owners unravel the complexities of HR so they can focus on building the business of their dreams without all the headaches. Today, we're going to dive into a beginner's guide to the types of HR services that you can outsource. So let's jump right in with some of your questions. So we'll start with the first and most basic question, which really is what types of HR services can I outsource? So really, you can outsource as much or as little of your HR function as you want. But for a lot of companies, that entry point to outsourced HR is going to be something like outsourcing your payroll or outsourcing some compliance-based services. If you want to move beyond that, then there is a whole realm of employee-facing outsourcing that you can do. That's going to include things like outsourcing your onboarding, your offboarding, stay interviews, performance review coordination, employee relations assistance. Beyond that, there's a whole realm of strategic support advice projects that you can do. So that's pulling in that external third party to assist with things like talent acquisition, compensation strategy, succession planning, the implementation of a new HRIS, for example. You can start at any point along that spectrum, but regardless, you're going to see a lift in the administrative complexities, the burden of the HR responsibilities, as well as the advantage of bringing in that external expertise. So our second question today is, how does outsourcing impact the role of the HR professional? So there's a couple different ways that we could take this. If we're looking at the person who is currently working for an organization, how is their role impacted by bringing in outside assistance? There's really two key ways we can look at it. One, it depends on the skill set of that HR professional. If it is someone who is a little earlier in their career, they might run into situations they haven't yet encountered. They might not be ready to think of HR as strategically as the organization might like. Bringing in that external partner is going to both mentor that person, but also create a well-rounded approach to HR for the organization. Now, if you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, and it's a company that has a very seasoned HR professional in place, it might not be the best use of their time to be focusing on more of the compliance, administrative, operational tasks of HR. Being able to bring someone in who can help there, it's really going to take that administrative burden away from that seasoned professional and allow them to focus on the things that are going to be of most impact to the business. And if an organization finds themselves in a position where they suddenly do not have an HR department or their HR person is left, reaching out to an outsourced company can help fill in that gap while the company is determining the best long-term strategy. And you never know, that best long-term strategy just might be outsourcing. And our final question today, how difficult is it to transition to an outsourced HR model? The truth is it can be difficult depending on a lot of things. We have worked with many companies and helped them take their first steps into the world of outsourced HR. A few things that we have discovered that can help make it easier. One, make sure you have the right partner, a partner that is going to offer the level of service, the scope of service that your business specifically needs. Two, make sure that you have buy-in from the leadership team and that leadership managers are ready to champion this model. And then third, I cannot stress the importance of communication. Communication between the partner and the client, between the client and their employees, and between the partner and the employees. Communication is really the key to a successful transition to outsourced HR. Taking the step to outsource your business's HR function is a big decision that requires thought, research, and consideration. If you want to talk about it and see if it might be right for you or your business, you can see all my contact information below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future videos.